What's good, show trying to hit the most woke, no joking on. Back again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. Mel Kiper, you still don't know nothing, bro. Look, man, this is the second video of my Mel Kiper Don't Know Nothing About Football series. And if you haven't seen the first video on this, I explain a lot about how I'm feeling about Mel Kiper and his mock drafts and how he just panders to get reactions and click-throughs and people to get to talking about his mock drafts rather than actually doing actual analysis and trying to find out what teams need. He's basically the straight-faced NFL Skip Bayless, except where Skip Bayless is actually kind of funny sometimes in his trolling. Mel Kiper says this stuff like he's being 100% serious. And I'm not going to get into it too much, but behind a paywall on ESPN.com using the insider premium content, Mel Kiper put together a 3-round A+ draft that he put together for each team in the NFL. You have to have insider for it, but someone posted online what he said about the Panthers. And if you haven't seen that video I did yesterday about Tyquan Lewis, the defensive end out of Ohio State, who's supposed to be going in the 5th to 6th round, but Mel Kiper says he's going to us in the 2nd. That video's going to be up here, but this video's going to be about what he said. Put up the list right here. I had the last one. Blurred out. That's going to be revealed tomorrow. But this one's going to be about Jordan Lasley, the receiver out of UCLA. Now, we do need a receiver. Let's go down to PI. Hold up. I'm not ready for all that. Let's go down to PIP right now and look at Jordan Lasley's stats here. Now, we do need a receiver in Carolina. And honestly, getting one in the 3rd round is really more my speed. I'm not one of these people out here, these guys who don't understand how much we need other positions and how we really need a specific type of receiver. So there might be some good receivers out there who are below 6'1" or 5'11" or something like that. We don't need receiver 2s. We don't need wide receiver 3s. We don't need slot guys. We need a big 6'2", 6'3" type guy who can get us a home run ball, fade to the sideline, back up the corners, back up the safeties, make them stay true. They can't pack the box against our power run offense. Now, Jordan Lasley checks those boxes. And now look at this. So he ran a 4.5 40 at the combine, 8 reps on the bench press for a guy who's between 6'1" to 6'3" and 200 pounds. 8 reps on the bench. 8 reps on the bench. How you gonna block? Anyway, 8 reps on the bench. Some of y'all can do that. 34.5 in the vert. It's not bad. 112 in the broad isn't the best, but it's all good. And a 4.19 on the 20-yard shuttle is not bad either. So it means he can switch his movements. His hips are pretty loose. But basically, the thing I don't like about this guy the most isn't his measurables. It's inside right here. He can get you big home run plays. He can get production. This guy is a monster. I'm not gonna lie. This guy, Jordan Lasley, is a monster. But he's also dumb as hell. This man just has too many off the field issues. Now with Jerry Richardson at the helm, this would never even come across the plate. Like this shows that Mel Kiper has some kind of awareness, because if we still had Jerry Richardson as our owner, this would not even ever come across our draft board. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I've heard more about Lasley for his off the field issues than for his on the field production. But let's get this straight. He got multiple suspensions. He had an arrest in 2016 for underage possession of alcohol. He had another arrest for showing a fake ID to a club, and he got suspended in 2017, just last year, for 3 games for violating team rules. Now there was whispers around UCLA and like the people who are the beat writers around there who talk about UCLA football a lot, saying that it was for a social media outburst. I think he was arguing with someone. If you guys know anything more about UCLA, let me know. But it was rumored that it was about something he said on social media. There was never anything specific reported about it. But let me know if you guys know anything about that. But this guy has issues. This guy has obvious. Everyone, and it's not like people around him say, no, he's a good guy. You have to understand, like, he is misunderstood. People around him are even saying, look, he has lapses of judgment. He gets angry quickly. you have to understand that may not be who he is all the time, but what you're going to get from him is good production, but also you may or may not like this guy's personality. And that's what it is, man. Look, his strengths are his good size and speed, instant jets off of corners who want to crowd and press him, and he gets past you. He can get up the field, past you. It's nothing. For a 6'1" to 6'3" guy with 4.5 speed, that's amazing. That's honestly really great. Aggressive working back to the throw when needed. So on comeback routes, hitches, and all that kind of stuff. When the play breaks down or when Cam has to go out of pocket and extend the play, he's good about coming back to the ball and being proactive. Not just like, okay, the play's coming back. Let me just find a way back to the ball. He's proactive. He's aggressive in getting back to the ball and making himself an open target for the quarterback. So he has the speed. Says he has to the house catch and run potential. Strong stiff arm, so he can get the ball and push the smaller cornerbacks off him. But his weaknesses, like I said, personal issues. So he has a wiry frame that can use more weight work. 8 reps. I don't get me started, bro. 8 reps. What is he, a punter? Marquette King can probably. Anyway, man, he's a body catcher. And another thing was, he had a pretty high percentage of drops. What did it say here? He dropped 21 passes over the last 2 seasons for a drop rate of 16%. Bro, first of all, you're a body catcher, and you have a 16% drop rate in your last 2 years in college? I don't know, bro. I don't know. And the sources say he can go, but he has behavior issues, which is not that great. You just don't want that on your team, honestly. NFL comparison, Torrey Smith. NFL comparison, Torrey Smith. We have Torrey Smith. We just picked up Torrey Smith, bro. We just picked up Torrey Smith. I don't know, bro. But yeah, you can't be a drop artist and have bad personal issues. Let's look at his stats though. Freshman year, we're gonna ignore that. Sophomore year, he had 41 receptions, 620 yards for 5 touchdowns. Not great, but a pretty high average, 15 yards per catch. That's good. That's pretty good. In his junior year, 69 catches for 1,264 yards, an average of 18.3 yards per catch, and 9 touchdowns. That's really good. That shows, like I said, he has that home run catching ability. He can make things happen for you. He can really make things happen for you if you get him in space, and he can burn defenders. Now, not too much here to talk about. He was 6th in the Pac-12 last year in receptions, number 9 in the nation in receiving yards at 1,264, and that's pretty good. But he had a punt return for a touchdown. But honestly, man, I don't think that Jordan Lasley's the move for us as our first pick in the 3rd round. We have other needs, and if it's going to be for a receiver who has the build, the kind of body we want, he needs to get a little bit stronger. He needs to get a lot stronger, honestly. But he has the build that we want. But the personal issues, that's not what we need in Carolina. That's a big distraction. And the drops are 2 big issues that I do not want to have to deal with. Especially, we don't want a media circus around our team. I don't like this pick. Now, if there's a mentor we can get him, maybe. But with running backs being in the 3rd, linemen being in the 3rd, there's a lot of other things we can do without that pick. I don't want to have to risk a project. We have too many project receivers on the team already. I'm not high on Jordan Lasley. Mel Kiper, you missed again. Will you get it right next week on our next pick? Probably not. Let me know what you like about this pick in the comments below, man. Did Mel Kiper get it right? What are your thoughts on Jordan Lasley? Stats, behavior, what he brings to his team, what he brings to the team, especially with our kind of North Turner kind of offense we're going to be running. Let me know. You already know to do that like button. I got a button right here for subscribe. A button right here for to watch more videos. Namaste. Back sooner than you think.